We can't schedule your delivery here. This place isn't a charity.
Please, I need this. I have nowhere else to go.
The hospital waiting room was silent. A young woman sat alone, 8 months pregnant. Her hands trembled as she held a hospital bill, $48,000. Her husband had died 3 months earlier in a car accident. Since then, everything had been falling apart. No income, no family nearby, just medical bills and a baby coming. The nurse called her name. "Lena?" She stood slowly and walked to the desk. I can't pay this," she said quietly. The receptionist barely looked up. Then she raised her voice. "Then we can't schedule your delivery here. This place isn't a charity." The words hit like a brick. "But my doctor works here," Lena said, her voice shaking. "Policy is policy." People in the waiting room stared. Some looked away, some pretended not to listen. Lena nodded slowly. She turned to leave, tears finally slipping down her face. Then a quiet voice spoke from behind her. "Wait." Everyone turned. An older janitor stood near the hallway. Gray hair, simple uniform. He had been mopping the floor the entire time. He walked to the counter. "How much did you say?" The receptionist looked annoyed. "Sir, this doesn't concern you." He placed a folded paper on the desk. A check. The receptionist froze. Her eyes widened. The room went silent. "Is this real?" she asked. The janitor nodded calmly. "Please cover her bill." The receptionist stared at him, then at the signature. Suddenly, she stood up straight. "Sir, you're Mr. Carter?" The room murmured. Lena looked confused. "Who is that?" The hospital director rushed out of his office, breathing fast. "Mr. Carter, you didn't have to come down here." Mr. Carter smiled softly. "I like to see how things run." Lena blinked. "You work here?" The director shook his head. "He owns the hospital." Gasps filled the waiting room. Lena covered her mouth. "But why the uniform?" Mr. Carter looked at her gently. "Because when people think you're just a janitor," he said, "they show you who they really are." The receptionist couldn't even look up anymore. Mr. Carter turned back to Lena. No child should enter the world with their mother feeling alone. Her knees almost gave out. "Thank you," she cried. Then Mr. Carter turned to the receptionist. "You're done here. We don't hire people who lack humanity." 9 months later, a baby boy was born safely. When Lena left the hospital, a letter waited for her. Inside was a short note. "Your son already has a college fund. Mr. Carter." Sometimes the quietest people in the room have the biggest hearts. The lesson? Kindness costs nothing, but it can change someone's entire life. If this story touched you, drop a heart and follow for more stories that stay with you.